All right, what's going on? Welcome back to Trucking California with Velox 18. We have spent 5 days in Auburn, Alabama. Well, Opelika, Alabama, which is right next to Auburn. We went and visited the school. We did all that. And man, we were looking for a load yesterday to get us up to Mississippi. There was one load on Uber Freight and I overplayed my hand. It ended up going to someone else or getting pushed, and instead of getting any money to go up there, now I'm looking and there's one TQL load that I could grab and try to get to Mississippi with that. And it doesn't pay very well, and it's TQL. So I'm worried because we have a tour tomorrow morning in Mississippi at Ole Miss in Oxford, Mississippi. I'm worried that it says it's a straight through or 6 a.m. tomorrow. So I know with the way TQL works, I'll probably be they never have good lows. It never seems to work out the way they want it to or the way they tell you it's going to. So you know what? We're deadheading up to Mississippi, man. We're deadheading up to Mississippi. We're not making any money. We're going to spend the fuel to get up there to make sure that we get this last tour done. We don't want this one to end up like Clemson, where we had to scoot on by Clemson even though we wanted to go there. So you know what? I don't have a load right now. So you guys are going to have to wait to roll the music. You guys are just going to have to wait. You guys are going to have to wait until we roll the music, and I'll catch up with you guys down the road. All right, hey, so we went and toured Ole Miss, Mississippi, the land of Lane Kiffin. What'd you think, Miles?
It was cool. Really great campus. It was my favorite campus so far.
Favorite campus? You hear that, Virginia Tech, Auburn? You guys are slacking on the campus life. Yeah, Auburn was nice.
It was just a really weird shady people there.
Yeah, Ole Miss. It did rain though. It did rain like a decent amount, off and on. But anyway, yeah. So we're done with our college trips. Those are now they're wiped out. Now we just got to worry about trucking. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the morning. All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, we got to get out of here. We're leaving Mississippi now, and we got to get up to Tennessee to pick up a load. So we got a couple hour deadhead, about 120 miles, something like that. So anyway, we're gonna keep rolling up there, and then I'll talk to you guys once we get there, and we'll talk about what load we got and do all the things that we do. So anyway, let's get up there. It's time to give you guys an update. I was waiting until things got better so I could just be like, yeah, hey, what's going on? But things aren't good. And see, I was gonna wait until we were getting loaded, and then I was gonna say roll the music. But now we gotta roll the music. Roll the music. I'll talk to you guys after we roll the music. All right, roll the music. All right, so the reason I'm kind of down Okay, so I've had to kind of deadhead around a little bit so that my son could make it to the tours that he wanted to get to the schools. So we deadheaded from Auburn up to Mississippi because the load we were trying to get from Alabama to Mississippi fell through. I even had one set up from Alabama all the way back to California that I was waiting on. I was waiting for it to get just a little bit higher, and then it just disappeared. Actually, no, that one didn't disappear. That one pushed to the next week. So I was trying to get them for a little bit higher, then they said, screw it, we'll just move it next week. So I thought I had a few options. I ended up having to deadhead up here. And so we got to Mississippi, and then it was like, okay, what are we gonna get from Mississippi? And you know, northern Mississippi, it's right next to Memphis. I saw some loads coming out of here, the ice cream loads coming out of Covington, Tennessee. So I thought, you know what, that's about 90 miles up from where we're at, 100 miles up from where we're at. So I booked one. I said, yeah, my reefer didn't like it, but I'll start earlier this time, you know, and I'll get the temperature down earlier in the morning. So I woke up early this morning, man. I woke up early, got the temperature, I got the reefer on, started getting that temperature down. I defrosted it before I even started driving, and then I had 2 hours to drive for it to drop the last 10 degrees. Well, I got there and it had only dropped 4 degrees, so I needed 6 more. So I thought, all right, well, maybe, you know, maybe it defrosted again, maybe something, I don't know. Maybe I just need a little bit more time. So I waited about an hour. You know, they send you out, they don't even let you in unless you're -10. So they sent me out, so I went and I waited, and I'm like, an hour later, it's still at -4, and I'm like, something's not right here. It's not getting any lower. So then I remember some guys saying, hey, you know, we used to use create bulkheads in the trailers to kind of cool the front a little bit. So I tried to make a little makeshift one out of like a canvas tarp, and I used what I had because I was at a Tractor Supply, and that's what I could find that I thought would help. Well, it hasn't helped. So that thing's been running 8.5 hours now today, the reefer, and it won't get below -4, man. It just won't do it. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I've been talking to the broker. He kind of asked me, well, what are you gonna do? You know, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna give it a little bit more time and then just call it quits. Like I don't know, man. I have another load. I actually booked a load. My first load ever was C.H. Robinson down because this load was taking us to Texas, and then from Texas I was going to get further west on a C.H. Robinson load. And so anyway, all that's kind of blowing up in my face right now. That's why we had such a sad roll the music today, all right? Because I know you guys are used to me keeping it positive and being upbeat and being all energetic, but I'm not feeling it today, dude. I am so homesick. I'm so ready to be home, and then stuff's not going, you know, as planned. So we'll figure out what's going on, and then I'll fill you guys in what we do. I have a feeling I'm not going to end up with this load, and I might just say screw it and deadhead down to Texas, because I don't really want to like screw over C.H. Robinson on my first load ever with them. And man, I just want to keep heading west. I just got to keep getting homeward, because I'm ready, man. I'm ready to go home and see my family. And all you OTR guys who go out for weeks at a time, you guys got my mad respect, because this is the longest me and my bride have ever been apart in our 19 years of dating and marriage. This is the longest we've ever been apart, and man, I miss her. I miss her something fierce. So anyway, I know you guys do it all the time. You guys probably like laughing at me like, man, weak sauce. Velox can't hang. Hey, I can't. So anyway, we'll see what happens, and I'll fill you guys in on the deets once I get them, once I know what's going on. So when I left over there, it was at -3.6. So we'll see where we're at when we get back over here to the truck. And I'm exhausted on the waiting around trying to get this thing to work. I don't think it's gonna get any lower. So anyway, all right, I've already said that. Catch up with you guys in a minute. All right, so talked to the broker. He asked me, he said, hey, do you want me just to pull you off the load? And I said, I think that would be best. My reefer just hovering around -4.3, -4.3 degrees, won't get any lower. So we're off that load. I was kind of looking to see if there was anything that would take me down into Texas, like last minute, you know, from Memphis or this area. And there was a couple loads for TQL, but like I said, I've sworn off TQL. But I would take them. But I'm afraid, you know, they don't go exactly where I need them to go. They go a little further, like on the other side of Dallas, and I'm going to be loading east of Dallas in Quitman, Texas. So I'm kind of, it's kind of one of those things where I'm just gonna do what I need to do to get the CH Robinson load covered. You know, I could pull off that load too and just start fresh and start looking for stuff going west, but you know, it's just kind of, I don't know. I don't feel good about doing that to one of the big players in freight brokering, 3PLs, because if I can't get loads from them, it'll take a lot of loads off the board. You know, if they're like, we didn't appreciate you doing that, we're gonna go ahead and just put your numbers on the do not haul list. I don't know if they even have one of those, but I think they do. It would make sense if I'm a very small business and I have a do not haul list. Anyway, so let's get down the road. We're gonna get down towards Texas. I might just keep an eye on the load boards and see what's going on. I'll have Miles looking for some loads for me. See if there's anything, you know, maybe I'll look for a partial where it's like 2 pallets and I know I'm gonna get it on, get it off. Because I got to do something to make up some of this lost revenue, man. I've just been hemorrhaging money by using fuel and not getting loads, and so we're gonna do something. We gotta figure something out to try to keep El Hueso fed. Come on. All right, let's do this. All right, so check this out. I really didn't want to deal with the Memphis bridge fiasco. Last time I underestimated it, and so this time I was already up in Covington, Tennessee, which is a little north of Memphis. And so I ran up over here, and we ran across a different bridge. And to be honest, I really don't even know what the bridge is called. But look, now we're in Missouri. Good old misery. And yeah, so that's another state I gotta figure out my IFTA for. So I think you saw a little swerve right there. I think I was like, oh shoot, I gotta write down my mileage. I don't know why I wasn't anticipating Missouri. I don't know why, but anyway. See that truck and that empty trailer out there in that vacant lot next to the hotel? Yep, that's us. Empty trailer. And yeah, kind of feeling a little dejected right now. I don't know. Kind of feel like Bubba in Forrest Gump. I just want to go home. But we got more to do. Got a little ways to go. We're in Arkadelphia, Arkansas, parked for the night. We got a few hours left to go to get down. We could have made it tonight, but we hung out over there so long, and you know, our 14 was gonna run out before we could get there, and so I decided we're gonna park it for the night, and we'll get there when we get there in the morning. And got an 8 a.m. appointment, so hopefully everything goes good with this load, and it'll take us to closer to home. So anyway, for a mileage breakdown, I don't even know. We've done a lot of miles with no revenue, so negative $1 million.
All right, negative $1 million per mile. Awesome. Okay, I think that's it for the night.